Western New York Radio Broadcast Network. This is Noah's Ark.
Ready, so ready.
Okay. We're talking about Justin Bieber's Monkey, right?
And now here's your hosts, Noah Goki.
Everybody has that one, first really horrible experience with alcohol. And I have two.
Think so, Joe.
I step on flag on purpose.
The only reason I got hired on this show is because I went to school for this shit. And I dropped out after a semester.
And George.
Golden microphone to match the golden voice.
Your
Get some
eyeball.
DMT into your fucking eyes and live life, people.
Eat it. So take care of business,
Oh,
man.
Look at the bunny. Look at the bunny.
I got a text says no Ustream.
Oh.
We're looking into that.
Ladies and gentlemen, nothing I say in the show is real. Please,
Yes.
please remember that.
Although everything I say, except for that Jew comment I made earlier, is real.
That bitch Katy Perry can suck skin off my dick. I'll smack the shit out of her.
You waterboard them if they don't talk. Waterboard them with high C.
Oh, son of a fudge.
I'm okay! I'm okay!
The alcohol that he's already drank has made him slower.
Noah is a drunk.
That bitch is annoying. God damn it.
You know, there was 4 of us last week, and now there's 3 of us.
That's somebody we cut off a Kyle.
So we cut off a middle finger, apparently.
Now, button, who's got the button?
I've got that button. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's the Noah's Ark Show here on allwnyradio.com. We are broadcasting live from Buffalo, New York. It is again roughly 6-ish, and the Ark returns to fight another day here in the epic battle, the epic struggle of numbers. Joe and Mrs. Joe are here. Joe, am I right about the epic struggle against the numbers?
Always. Always an epic struggle against the numbers.
It's like that movie World War Z, except it does not suck. It's a great fucking movie, a struggle against the numbers. Numbers running down the streets, taking off the mirrors on the side of your car. Like, what the fuck's going on? Welcome to the Noah's Ark Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Noah Goki here. We've got the Skype up and running, 716-402-4218. That's our phone number. You can call anytime throughout the show. We are live on the Destiny Media Player on YouTube and on the Ustreams. Of course, we're in a lovely beach resort today. Isn't it nice, Joe?
Oh, it's beautiful.
You can almost hear the waves lapping against the shore. We've got our band of the week, Wrong Tree, here in studio. They're a jam band based out, Rochester way, right, guys?
That's right. Yep.
All right, let's see. Made up of Randy Dunn, RBC, Rob Masterman Beats, Doug Peck, and Dan Hollywood Staversky. Okay, so first off, what are the names? You got to give me the background of the names there. RBC, Randy. Let's start with you.
Oh, well, actually, it's TBC. It's for the.
TBC.
Yeah,
It's changed.
Well, it's been TBC for a long time.
Your Facebook is outdated.
It could be both. It could be RBC and TBC, but
Okay.
the BC stands for Butt Commando.
And if it was RBC?
Rando. It rhymes. Rando the Butt Commando. So it's stuck.
Rando the Butt Commando.
There's more to that.
It's stuck, unfortunately.
There's more to that, Doug?
Yeah, I mean, isn't it? I believe it's based on the No Underwear program through college, Fredonia.
That's a possibility.
Randy went
Unpack that
commando.
more for me.
Yeah.
That's possible.
You were commando.
He's known to just not wear underwear and go.
I thought I was a hippie
That's where
back
it came
then.
from.
I'm going to tell you guys an honest-to-God truth. I never wear underwear. I've given it up. I often preach on the show about the merits of going commando. So I salute you, sir.
Thank you.
You guys are brothers.
Going commando is a cause that I can get behind. I'll tell you what, underwear is unnecessary. It's just mental. It's all mental. You think you need it, but you don't. Just fly fast and loose, ladies and gentlemen. If I can get on my soapbox for a second, take off the underwear. Throw them away. You don't need them anymore. Unless you're George, because apparently there's a lot of skid marking going on. If there's a lot of skid marking happening, yes, wear underwear. Wear 2 pair.
Protect those pants.
Yeah. wear some tighty whities and then boxers over them, and then shorts, and then jeans. Rob Masterman,
Yes, sir.
Beats.
You got it.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, we've got you over here in the special spot too, where I can eye you.
Unfortunately, you know about Beats Audio, so I kind of have a little bit of competition there with Dr. Dre.
Yes, and he's sold it for billions.
I'll say I had the nickname first, but I don't think anybody cares.
How far back
I
does the
care.
Beats name go?
It goes back quite a ways. About 1998.
I don't know if Quite a Ways is going to hold up in court.
Well, probably not.
You can go with
Rob?
98.
We're going to
98 's good.
refine your case, and I will be your lawyer, and we're going to take this thing to the Supreme Court.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Beats Audio and iTunes. Come on.
We're taking Beats back.
I
Is
like
it Masterman or Masterman?
Master Man?
Masterman. I said it right the first
It's
time.
almost
Good.
the name of the band. It's that good.
It is that good. Masterman. Doug Peck. Peck.
Pecker. Just a real creative spin on my name. It's been with me for years. My dad was the original Pecker, so one time I was Little Pecker, but I wasn't really crazy about that.
Yeah.
So we just went with Pecker, and now he's Big Pecker.
Now he's
Or
Big
Peck.
Pecker.
Yeah. So
Why the Peck? Why doubling up?
I'm going to attribute that to Scott Howard, good friend of ours. He just comes up with about 30, 40 nicknames a person that he knows, and that's been, for the last couple of years, I've been Peck to Scott Howard.
Scott Howard, does he live in Amherst?
He does not. Scott Howard was actually playing at Broadway Joe's a couple months ago when we ran into each other.
I know a Scott Howard.
That was
That's
the
weird.
Dots Confused Minds.
It's also
lead
in
singer.
Teen Wolf.
He's also in Teen Wolf.
That's right.
Michael J. Fox's, which Scott Howard was for Halloween one year, so full circle.
You are totally right. Teen Wolf. What a great movie. Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah, it's highly
We can
underrated.
talk about that for multiple seconds. Film. The show I have not seen. I'm guessing not so much. We're gonna stick with Michael J.
I need some wolf sound. I can't complete this journey without some wolf soundboard. There's got to be some Teen Wolf out there, right?
Can we get some Styles and Scott Howard banter from Teen Wolf?
Man, Styles was the shit,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
He really was.
He's such a dick now. You know, when you were younger, you wanted to be the not Scott Howard, Styles.
I don't know who the actor was that played Styles, but I'm
Pretty sure he
I've
died
always
of a
questioned-
cocaine overdose
Yeah,
2 weeks after the
I've
premiere.
always questioned why we never saw him again, because I feel like he could have rocked that archetype for years in multiple movies.
All right, finally, Mr. Hollywood. You know all about Teen Wolf and successful movies.
I do. Michael J. Fox had a hell of a run.
Good run.
For a while. That Back to the Future was
That's a big
was
one.
it 85?
That's a big one.
I'm a little older than you guys, but
I want to say
That was,
84.
The trilogy, as I call it.
and 2 and 3, two was decent. 3 I can't speak for, but 1 was tremendous. That brought skateboarding back to the white suburban neighborhoods.
I'm going to say Back to the Future 2 is probably one of the greatest films of all time.
Is that where he finds the bookie?
Yes.
Yes!
Correct.
That's
Right.
also where they
Thank you,
predicted
Mrs.
that
Joe, yeah.
they predicted that I think this year we were supposed to all be riding hoverboards.
But
Pretty
I
sure
think
that
it's
was
next year.
Is it
26
next year?
next year.
Okay.
Next
30,
October.
So there's still time.
It's 30 years from 85, so next year would be the year when Marty McFly actually comes to the future.
There we go.
Are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
Christopher Lloyd makes the movie
Any excuse to pull out Back to
No.
the Future soundboard.
for sure. For sure.
See if you bastards can do 90.
You can do 90 in your Volkswagen.
Brought DeLoreans in vogue too. I actually saw one
Yeah.
in Canandaigua once.
I sent him into the future.
Very good. What else do you know about Hollywood? What other kind of movies do you produce and people you cast?
Well, we'll go eight. Let's stay with 80s movies
Okay.
for 100, Alex. So I loved
like it.
The Outsiders, which launched the careers of Tom Cruise, Ponyboy Curtis was C. Thomas Howell.
Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon was Ponyboy. No, he was Ponyboy's oldest brother. And then Patrick Swayze. There were a ton of guys. Ralph Macchio. So then we can segue right to the Karate Kid, and then we can go Breakfast Club.
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn was tremendous.
It really was.
It really was tremendous. It was Sean Astin.
Is that Patrick Swayze's brother?
No, Sean Astin played Samwise Gamgee.
And Rudy.
And Rudy as well, yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the Hollywood name actually has nothing to do with movies. I guess I'm kind of a pretty boy.
It's his striking good looks, personality.
So yeah, I had nothing. I just walked in and hey, Hollywood, how you doing?
He's a super.
How are you?
He's just drippingly handsome.
I feel like I want to take the credit for Hollywood. I think I coined that.
I think yeah, probably.
I think I did.
Within 5 seconds of meeting Dan.
Handsome like an ugly person.
Fun fact: Dan and I and Randy all went to Fredonia. Dan was my just randomly selected freshman year roommate.
Really?
16 years ago or whatever it is at this point.
Now, is that how you guys all originally met then?
That's how
just
the three
did
of us
college
originally
together?
met. Yep.
Were you guys jamming back then?
We had a band back then. I was the hand percussionist / professional drinker and cigarette smoker.
Randy, tell the whole story because it kind of weaves in and out. You've been here. Actually, both of you guys have been through the whole thing.
Yes, give us the whole story.
Oh well, basically, Dan and a couple other guys in Fredonia, our freshman year, had started up a band. Played around Fredonia a lot. I think Strange Design was it. And I was really into some different bands, Fish, Grateful Dead, and I wanted to learn how to play music. So I started playing bass very horribly for a long time. And Dan moved to North Carolina our sophomore year, and at the end of that year when he was gone, we started up, or was it our junior year when you came back? It
would have been yours.
It was our junior year that we started up the Groove, and then you moved back that summer.
Correct.
And our senior year we were the Groove.
Correct.
And then we all kind of they all graduated, and I stayed there an extra year. And
so you guys have been jamming ever since then, or you just got back together recently?
We just got back together like a year and a half ago. Well,
how did that come about? You were all just like, hey, we could do this again.
Yeah, we all let the dream die after college, and then what was it, 3 years ago now, roughly?
A couple of years.
A friend of mine started a church program where he wanted to have a cool church program where he had like really good music. He didn't want to focus on just Christian rock. He basically asked me to start something with Randy. He said, "Can you guys help me spearhead this music thing?" His wife actually worked with Rob, so they got Rob on board to do the drumming. And I had never played guitar in a band before at that point, so I'm like, well, it's a chance to play. Why not do it? So we did that for about a year, and
Fat Jesus was
we
the name of the
named
band.
it Fat Jesus, PH Fat. Yeah, we did.
That's a fantastic
And
band.
we had a good time with it. It wore out its welcome after a while for us. Just first of all, it was a long drive. It was in Livonia, so it was a 45-minute drive for us.
Right.
We did it for a while. It was fun, and we met Rob out of that. And we got done doing that and said, well, let's stop now. Let's get a band going. So Rob, Randy, and I decided that's something we wanted to do. And I had actually ran into Dan around Christmas time 3 years ago, and we had talked about, man, I've been playing guitar. I'd love to play with you again. Just kind of in passing, we should get together and jam. And so when Rob, Randy, and I decided to do that, I shot Dan a text and said, hey, man, I've got 3 of us together. We want to do something. Tell me you'll play guitar with us at least sometimes, And his response within 5 minutes was, absolutely, sounds awesome. So we've been doing that ever since. It was kind of a cool reconnect, and that's what got the whole thing going, got us back together. So it was what a 13, 14-year hiatus.
Well, yeah, because I was playing with some guys out here in Buffalo, actually, and I got the phone call, and I went home, and my wife knows Dougie and Randy really well, and I said, hey, honey, you're not going to believe, who called me. She said, who? I said, Doug Peck. What's he doing? I said, he's in a Christian band. And
Fat Jesus.
Not that Doug is the rogue warrior. But if you knew him back then, to see him in a Christian band, it just doesn't like the dynamic. It's just a very interesting dichotomy. So, anyways, I said, they called and they want to jam, and Randy's back in town because Randy had moved away down south for a while, and they said they have a drummer, and I'm going to do it because I wasn't really doing anything because driving an hour and a half to Buffalo it's kind of a pain in the ass. So.
3 auditions later, we decided.
I beat out Kirk Hammett, and
Dan was a good fit.
John Petrucci and Steve Vai beat them all out. They selected me. That's how I'm here.
So then, how did the master man get roped into the group?
He was the drummer in Fat Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Keep up, Noah.
I was actually
It's
just
hard.
hitchhiking out
There's a lot of
front.
moving pieces, a lot of chainsaws in the air. Go ahead, Master Man. What were you saying?
I was just saying I was just hitchhiking out front. I thought this was the bus station. No, it's been fun playing with these guys, and I think the 3 of them having the past makes it a little bit easier on me, which is nice because they kind of have a feel already. So that was helpful. Dan coming back, it was pretty natural to, I think, these guys start playing again. So it's been nice to be along for the ride.
So how's the conversion over from the Christian band then into Wrong Tree?
Guilty. I feel guilty.
Feels dirty.
It does.
Yeah.
Feel like you're sinning every time you play.
There's swearing sometimes in our music.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with the name Wrong Tree?
Actually, the first song I ever wrote was called Wrong Tree, and it all ties into the Fat Jesus too. We liked the name, so we named the band that. But when we were doing the Fat Jesus stuff, we started running out of non-Christian music to play and started panicking a little bit. So I just started taking some of my songs and rewriting the lyrics to fit into a Christian rock thing. So the last line of the song Wrong Tree was it was if you think you own me, you're barking up the wrong tree. And I changed it to, if you can help me see the Holy Spirit in myself, you can set me free. Yeah, and so when we changed...
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
When we changed the band name, we just changed that last lyric of that song to, if you think you own me, then you can set me free. So that we could change the name to Wrong Tree.
There was a lot of
You don't wanna be
there was
that
a lot of
band that has
comedy
the
in
same
Fat
name.
Jesus. No disrespect to our Christian brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
or to Matt, who we
Awesome preface. I like the name because when we play live, we're all a little bit different. So if you're a little quirky, maybe you weren't the star quarterback, or you weren't like the guy or gal in high school. Like we're kind of your band because we're all a little bit different in our own way. And so when I think it was like the Brooklyn Zoo at first. We had a bunch of
The Brooklyn Zoo
working
was
titles,
yeah.
as that goes. But and one of you two threw out Wrong Tree, and it's great because we're the people's champ. We're all a little quirky, a little different. Most musicians are. Inside it just stuck.
Hey, you guys were essentially like the Weird Al of Christian groups.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Interestingly enough, I actually was kind of the star quarterback character in high school, so I've kind of just done it all, really.
Yeah, I think USC just recruited a kid 5'6".
Yeah.
Doug has
30
lived.
pounds.
Yeah.
And it's weird because Doug and I actually have a connection as well.
We do.
I've known you for a long time.
Quite a while.
Going back to the Blood Orange days.
Blood Orange.
Yes.
Underrated band. I enjoyed that band.
I think we were rated right about where we were.
Rated right where you should have been. Well, there was potential there, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, there were good musicians in the group.
There was a lot of fun.
Individually.
There
I
was
don't know
fun.
that we worked so well together.
I believe we played a gig with your drummer from Blood Orange.
Really? With Andy?
We
or
played,
with Paul?
Not Paul. It was
Andy.
Was it Andy?
Andy.
Andy Bastiano.
The three of us
At
and
the
Andy
wedding?
played Steve Hawley's wedding reception.
Correct.
Holy Christmas, that was
Yep. And actually,
unforgettable.
Dan was involved with that, and our keyboard player from the Groove, who
Yeah.
who kind of saved us because at one point the mother of the bride was pretty angry with us. We didn't know she was angry with us.
Why?
Well, Steve had asked us to play the wedding, and I said, well, we can do it, but we are in no way a wedding band. So just keep that in mind. That was fine. So we showed up and we started playing what we play. And I'm standing kind of up front playing the djembe and the congas or whatever, and she comes up and says, hi, I'm the mother of the bride, and I want you guys to play something slow right now. And I'm like, okay. So, of course, the keyboard player, as a lot of keyboard players are, he can play, 4,000 songs or listen to something and play it instantly. So he decides we're going to do Bill Withers' Ain't No Sunshine. So we did a stripped down Ain't No Sunshine, and that seemed to pacify her. And then that was it. We went back to our normal thing. But yeah, Andy played drums. I forgot about that Andy played drums with us.
Yeah. Did I've Been Everywhere then?
That's Steve's first wedding?
Yes.
Then I was there.
You were there.
I don't remember you guys playing, but I was there.
Noah, that is a grand compliment.
I was
a hell of a wedding then.
I was pretty well blackout,
Yeah.
so no, it's no offense to you guys.
It was a good time. It was a good time. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember a whole lot about it myself.
It was interesting.
I remember a beer truck in the backyard and little else, and doing shots before the wedding at like 11 a.m.
Yeah, I had a very awkward moment after the wedding. We went back to Steve's place where he had a party, and a girl came up to me and apparently had a huge crush on me forever and played like an hour-long game of Who Am I, who I never knew who she was. And it got real weird when her boyfriend showed up and asked who I was, and of course, I was an innocent bystander. And I slept in my truck that night, so that was quite a gig. That was a really big gig for us.
Yeah, Dan, you drove straight back to the airport.
That is funny.
You're right.
I slept in the airport.
That's right. You're
flew
right.
Back to South Carolina the next day.
Yep, that's right.
Damn. So I met you guys back then.
Yep.
I may have been in a altered state of consciousness.
I think you may have been. I think most people were at that wedding.
I'm generally always in some kind of different state whenever you meet me.
Yeah, especially at a wedding.
Speaking, I got to tell this story. Thinking about it, about flying, Doug and I flew to Colorado one year. I think it was the same summer, actually.
May have been.
A bunch of our friends got together. It was Memorial Day weekend, and we all brought our instruments out. And Doug and I were the only two flying out together, so we each had our guitars, and we didn't check them or anything, just carried them on with us. And we're in this bar in Atlanta, and we order a couple of scotches, and we had this. I don't know why. Is it Hispanic? Is that the correct thing to say now?
That's politically correct.
Go with that.
Yes. You could say whatever you want. I mean, we're not
beautiful young waitress
censored or anything.
And she comes over and gets us our drinks, and she sees our guitars sitting there, and she gets kind of excited, and she's like, "Are you guys musicians?" And we're like, "Yeah, we sure are." And she's like,
"No, we just stole those."
She goes, "Oh my God, what band are you in?" And Doug was wearing a Sublime sweatshirt, so he just we kind of looked at each other, and he just looks down, and he's like, Sublime. And she goes, "Oh, I think I've heard of you guys, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
So she comes back a couple times, and she's talking to us, really into it, which doesn't happen to me much at bars with hot waitresses. But she's sitting there talking to us, and then all of a sudden she walks away, and we hear her right at the bar because the bartender came back, and she goes, "Johnny, these guys are in Sublime." And he looks over and he just goes, "No, they're not." And that was basically our response to it was just laughter.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, come on, buddy.
We are caught." I played a card. I played a card, and the hand got beat.
Yeah.
What can you say? I made a bet.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You got to make a bet now and again.
No, they're not. Sorry.
Yeah,
sweetheart.
that's not them. I promise. It's not.
He just shook his head at us.
All right, well, I tell you what, we've got an epic jam for you guys coming up on the show here momentarily, right? What are you going to do for us tonight?
We're going to string together an acoustic version of a bunch of our tunes.
All right.
So
You're going to do a whole set.
We're going to do a whole set.
This is going to be killer. Why don't we get into some of your recorded material here for a moment, sample some of the studio work, and then we'll come back and we'll have a little jam hoedown.
Let's do that.
What do we start with here, gentlemen?
The first song on the CD is a song called "Lately," which has been recorded a few times, but this one is the best one that I could find that really can. I made a judgment call. Kind of. This is the way the song is kind of supposed to sound.
This is live at the Bug Jar.
The first tune is a studio tune. I think it goes "Lately," Toby Hannah. So you can play whatever you want. There's four tunes on
Which
there.
Toby Hannah's on there? Is it the
Recorded.
Okay.
So
He's got
if you go to-
SoundCloud
we could
up
go to-
right now.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. See, I
Yeah.
can't see.
I'm doing the SoundCloud.
Can't see
Nope. No studio lately on here.
You can never see Noah. He put this big monitor in the way just so nobody can see him.
Yes. How about the iPad version? What's the iPad version?
Is that lately iPad
Well,
version?
Yeah. No, we want the CD.
I would like to hear the studio Toby Hannah.
Yeah, we'll
because
do
I
that
believe
one.
that's on the SoundCloud as well. Do you know which one that would be, Dan?
Well, I re-recorded it with backing vocals and some stuff, and that's on the demo CD. But
I'm not sure if is that the version that's on here.
no.
Can we slide that CD in and then
We're gonna slide it on in.
Let's do that.
Wow.
Sorry about that. That was me.
Throw a curveball at you, Noah.
Let's do that, and then we can, while that's playing, maybe we'll look for
Play
the other thing.
track 2, brother. Track 2.
All right, hold on. You guys have to now tell an interesting, vibrant story while I rip the CD.
Ready, go.
Go. Doug.
What's that? Which story? The Toby Hannah story is actually, this is a great, I can't believe we didn't tell this story already. So, Randy and I are in Fat Jesus with Rob, and at the same time, we were going to New York City a lot, to Brooklyn, to play with both a band called Dots Confused Minds, which actually, Noah, you saw at Broadway Joe's, but us combined with members of that band made another band that we called the Brooklyn Zoo, which was kind of just a big consortium of musicians that would get together and jam. We would basically throw ideas around via internet, and there was people coming from all over the place, and we would meet up in Brooklyn in a studio and rent the studio out and just rage all day and play music, kind of for the first time together, and we called that the Brooklyn Zoo. We were doing it quite a bit, and this particular time, I believe it was a would have been a
gig. It was a gig on a Thursday night.
It was a gig on a Thursday night. We played the gig in New York City, and we had to get back to Livonia, New York, the following day to do the Fat Jesus gig on Friday night. And again, no disrespect, we did not want to do that. At this point, not only did we not want to do it, we would sort of run its course for us, but that particular morning, we really didn't want to do it because we got kind of weird the night before, and it was just a rugged drive. And we're driving home, and we just happen, and we're talking about how much we don't want to do this, and we passed the sign for Toby Hannah, which I believe is on 380. Where is Toby Hannah? Is it on 90?
Maybe?
Either way, it's somewhere on our journey.
Yeah.
And we passed Toby Hannah, and Randy looks at me and he says, we should, one of us. I'm a little fuzzy here, but was
transmission went,
well,
remember?
well, the transmission was going on the car, but I think it was something to the effect of, we should just tell him like we got a flat tire or something. And it was like, well, this transmission's going. We could tell him we dropped the transmission. So we lost our tranny and Toby Hannah. And basically, we spun off of that and wrote a song called Toby Hannah on the way home. When we got home, I think we kind of finished it up, brought it to these guys, and that became the song Toby Hannah. So it's basically about us desperately not wanting to A, play this gig, and B, frankly, do the band anymore that we were kind of committed to. And that was the genesis. Was that our first original that we kind of all got in together? And I think it was, yeah. So that's the story of Toby Hannah.
And that's track number 2 on the CD.
That's correct.
All right, we're going to start off with Lately, and then we'll hear Toby Hannah. Then we'll come back and do a jam out.
Let's do that.
All right, our band of the week is Wrong Tree, Noah's Ark Show. Dig it.
Don't feel like saying that I'm just not waiting for commiserating. And lately you're talking, and I feel like walking for good. For good. Lately you're pissed that I don't give you kisses, and everyone's asking me how is the missus. And lately the right words I've got for missus. It's true. It's true. Lately, I don't think you get what I'm saying. My mind is amazed of these crazy intentions. Need someone to turn to for a little direction. But who? Lately, I lie in my bed wide awake, and your whining is giving me all these damn headaches. And it doesn't matter to me what the stakes are for you. I want more, so I'm walking on the double. And I can't score, cause I gave a whole lot more. And I want more, so I'm walking on the double. And lately you're hating, and that's why I'm leaving you. Lately I'm thinking these thoughts in my head, that the passion we had for each other is dead. And lately I lie on my side of the bed all alone, alone. Lately I'm wondering how I will move on. You don't deserve me, the passion is gone. It's only a matter of time. Do you tell me I'm wrong? I'm wrong. I want more, so I'm walking on the double. And I can't score, cause I gave a whole lot more. And I want more, so I'm walking on the double. And lately you're hating, and that's why I'm leaving you. So I'm walking out the door, and I can't score, cause I gave a whole lot more. And I want more, so I'm walking out the door, and I want so much more. I kept score, and I'm out the door.
Hey George, let me tell you about this new place.
What place is that there, Noah?
Oh, it's got the most amazing food.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the name of this damn
It's
place?
called Kung Food.
You mean Kung Fu?
Oh yeah, the place we went an hour ago.
Holy shit! You know, I was wondering what the fuck the place was called. Kung Fu is so cool.
I got 3 things to say about Kung Food.
Three?
Number 1, the food is good and cheap. Number 2, Bubble tea. Okay,
Bubble tea.
enough said.
Yes,
Number
baby.
3. George.
Hot chicks, man. Hot fucking chicks.
Chicks, man.
Chicks.
Kung Fu is so cool.
You just look for the delicious food and smell the delicious hotties.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh,
Woo-wee. Kung Fu is so cool. I'm here with Aaron from Dark Eyes 55. They just got off the stage at the Great American Smokeout 4 at Broadway Joe's. Aaron, I just want to know what's the future for Dark Eyes 55.
Dark Eyes 55, we're going all the way, man. Stadiums. National tour. That's it, man.
When's your next show?
Our next show is May 1st at Buffalo Ironworks.
You're opening for
Yes.
somebody?
No,
or is
we're headlining. It's a local local night.
Okay.
We're playing with Cosmic Shakedown and Second Trip, who are out of Buffalo.
Cool. Sounds good. You guys have a CD out right now, correct?
Yes, we have 2 CDs out right now, actually.
Okay.
2 demos.
2 fresh demos?
Yes.
Like how long since you recorded
Well,
those?
the one was about, I wouldn't say fresh. The first one was maybe 2 years ago, and the second one was 6 months ago we recorded it.
Cool.
Yeah.
You going back in?
Yes, we're going back in a couple months.
Who do you primarily record?
Doug White,
Okay.
the master.
Great. All right, man. It was good talking to you.
Hey, you too.
Good luck on future shows.
All right, thanks, man.
And maybe we'll get you back on Band of the Week.
Sounds great, man. Take care.
Thank you.
This is Tom Beeler I'm from the government, and I'm here to help on allwny.com radio with Ronnie Lapine.
Did it all wrong.
Say it again, because he's saying he
I'm from the government. I'm here to help. I am Tom Beeler. I am Ron Lapine. You are listening to allwiradio.com. I missed the Y.
allwnyradio.com.
There we go. Now we'll do it.
Should we stop it?
Went to medical drinks last night, now I'm jonesing. For my bed, but it ain't gonna happen that way. 300 miles away from home, and I'm wondering, should I just call him up and say, we lost the train, told me Hannah, you're trying to make the show, we're not gonna make it fail, and we don't care, 'cause at the end of the day, last night we wouldn't want to do this, but we feel pretty bad if we just walked away. We should have told them we couldn't fucking do this. I wish I just would have called them up and said, we lost our train and told me Hannah, we really did. We're trying to make the show, but we're not gonna make it fail, and we don't care, 'cause at the end of the day, ourselves driving home trying to make it. It isn't worth all the shit that we would have to take. My body's aching, I don't want to go home focused. Wish I just would have called you up and said, we lost the train, took the Hannah. He's on his way, but he doesn't know where to go. He's on his way, but he doesn't know where to go. No rhyme, no reason, no choices that he makes. Needs no figures, no chances that he Decision. The light at the end of the tunnel, he has to take. He makes a wrong decision.
Let's keep it rolling.
All right, it's the Noah's Ark Show. We are back. The band is getting warmed up here in studio. This is going to be an epic jam. We have a huge amount of instrumentation happening right now on the fly. It should all work. What did you say, Joe?
I said it's always fun to have these guys try and cram into this little spot.
Yes. It's always interesting to see what.
And there's always
pull
something
off.
goes wrong. We're good right now, though. Everything seems to be going okay.
I think we're good. I think we have everything up. Gentlemen, I don't think I'm going to have anything that are going to reach you, my friend. You're going to have to open air it. But you can have some if you want. All right. Sorting out the headphone situation. Yeah, Doug, put on some headphones there, my man. Dan, headphone it up. We'll see what we can do here. Wrong Tree, our band of the week, Noah's Ark Show. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We're broadcasting from a fine beach here in Tahiti, Western New York. Lovely summer day.
What kind of disguise do you have on today? I don't have the privilege of looking at it today.
No disguise.
No disguise.
Yeah, I am my own face today. I am Noah.
A Bills fan.
A Bills fan. I am a huge Bills fan, to my own detriment. It happened.
It's a rough life, isn't it?
It is.
It's worthwhile, though. We'll
It's a
have our
rough
day.
go of things, man.
We'll have our day. The Sabres and the Bills will have their day.
All right, let's check this out and see if I did anything right. Doug, give me some guitar. Ooh, hey, I hear that guitar. Let's hear some guitar from Dan, Mr. Hollywood. Hey, Mr. Hollywood's coming through there, too. Let's hear some bass there, Rando. Oh, yeah, I'm hearing that bass, too. We got it all in the mix. Mr. Masterman. I think you are coming through all the mics. I think we'll be okay. All right, gentlemen. What do you have on tap for us this eve?
Start with Toby.
Sir, let's do it.
Toby and typical.
Sure.
Our band of the week, Wrong Tree, here in studio. Live jam. Take it.
1, 2, 3.
One too many cold drinks last night, now I'm jonesing for my bed, but it ain't gonna happen that way. 300 miles away from home, and I'm wondering, should I just call him up and say we lost a tranny and Toby Hannah? I'm trying to make the show, but we're not gonna make it there, and we don't care, 'cause at the end of the day, we're through. Knew last night we wouldn't want to do this. We'd be pretty bad if we just walked away. Should've told them we couldn't fucking do this. Wish I just would've called them up and said we lost a tranny and Toby Hannah. We really did. We're trying to make the show, but we're not gonna make it there, and we don't care, 'cause at the end of the day, we're through. ourselves driving home trying to make it. It isn't worth all the shit that we would have to take. Body's aching, I don't wanna go home and fake it. Wish I just would've called him up and said we lost a tranny and Toby Hannah, trying to make the show, but we're not gonna make it bad. We don't care, 'cause at the end of the day we're through.
Ten fingers counting, we have each 9 planets round the sun repeat. Earth while relaxing, you triumphantly. 7 oceans pummel the shores of the sea. It's a typical situation and there's typical times. Too many choices and a typical situation and there's typical time. Too many choices. World, everybody's happy and everybody's free. Oh, keep the big door open and everyone come over. Are you different? Are you that way? You don't get in line without people. It all come down to nothing. Six senses feeling 5 around the sense of time. 4 seasons where they turn on and they turn on. I can see 3 corners from this corner. 2's a perfect number. Everybody's thinking, and everybody's sleeping. Oh, keep the big door open, and everyone will come over. Are you different? Are you that way? But you don't get in line without people. It all come down to nothing. Typical situation and there's typical times. Too many choices anyhow. Typical situation and there's typical time. Too many choices. We can't do a thing about it. Too many choices. Typical situation and there's typical time.
Too many choices. The world, everybody's happy. Girl, everybody's free. Oh, keep the big door open. And everybody will come on through. Why you just why you that way? Maybe you don't get along like I used to. Everybody's happy. Come on, everybody's free. Oh, keep the big door open, 'cause I just might come around now. Are you different? Why you that way? If you don't get along like I used to. Hello, oh, hello, oh, hey, love, oh, hey, love, oh, hello, oh, hello, oh, hey, love. Everybody's happy, everybody's free. Oh, keep the big door open, 'cause I just might come why you different? Why you their way? You don't get along without me. Cause it all come down to nothing. It always does. It always does. Cause it all come down to nothing.
Woo! Hey, thank you.
How are our levels here, Noah? Are we good?
You guys sound fantastic. Fantastic.
Keep drinking, we sound better.
I will.
Attaboy.
But you sound pretty good now.
Speaking of which,
Oh, there it is.
Noah is a drunk.
Oh, thank you for that.
You trading foreign cities or just doing it normal?
Let's just do what we normally do.
Okay, Jenny.
Jenny.
All right.
To set this up, I want to give a shout out to Dot's Confused Minds. We're a little cover heavy tonight, actually. We didn't even think about that, but anyways, this is a song by our friends Dot's Confused Minds. Scott Howard, of which gave me the nickname Peck Peck that we talked about earlier.
Okay. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3.
I was about 7 or 10, I had my mind tossed. Stepping out of the gate was my first love lost. Name was Rita Pie and I adored her. Selling roses late, I waited for her. She sold her flowers one by one, till one fine day I got my gun. And Rita, you should have run, Rita. When I stopped by, the silence in your eyes. When I pushed in, without a bit, the tears begin. And when I ask you why, all you do is cry, Rita. Bye, 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 run, Rita. Run, Rita. Run, Rita. When I was about 7 or 10, I had my mind tossed. Stepping out of the gate was my first love lost. Her name was Rita Pie and I adored her. Selling roses late, I waited for her. She sold her flowers one by one, till one fine day I got my gun. And Rita, you should have run, Rita. Run, Rita. Run, Rita. Run. Of London, it's a small city.
No, it's not.
It's fucking dark. And it's dark in the daytime. And people sleep. They sleep in the daytime. If they want to. If they want to. I'm checking them out. I'm checking them out. I've got it figured out. I've got it figured out. There's some good points and some bad points, but it all works out. I'm just a little freaked out. Find your city, find yourself a city to live in. I will find a city, find yourself a city to live in. There's a lot of bridges in Birmingham. There's a lot of ghosts and a lot of fucking houses. Look over there.
Where?
A Trice factory.
What?
Good place to get some thinking done. I'm checking them out. I'm checking them out. I've got it figured out. I've got it figured out. There's some good points and some bad points, but it all works out. I'm just a little freaked out. Find your city, find yourself a city to live in. I will find a city, find yourself a city to live in.
with Elvis and the ancient Greeks. Do I smell?
A little.
I smell home cooking. It's only the river. It's only the river. I'm checking them out. I'm checking them out. I've got it figured out. I've got it figured out. There's some good joints and some bad joints. Are those things real? 'Cause they look like they're real. Find your city. Find yourself a city to live in. I will find a city. Find yourself a city to live in. I will find a city. Find yourself a city to live in. I will find a city. Find yourself a city to live in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was another cover.
Okay. It's Lately next.
It is.
The Noah's Ark podcast. Okay. Hey, everyone, take a sip.
2 seconds while I crack my beer.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone, salute. Buffalo
What do I
Bills.
got left?
Buffalo Bills.
I'm going to take this
I'll
from
take
afar. Can you grab me a beer? Ron?
Guy this morning asks me, so is your football team moving to Canada? And not being a Bills fan, I looked at him and I said, no, my team's moving to Santa Clara.
If John Bon Jovi has anything to say about it, apparently. Asshole.
Then I promptly listened to Bon Jovi on my way home from work.
I'm sorry, John
Just
Bon
a pure
Jovi, but
coincidence.
you're from New Jersey, so I don't get the Toronto program.
Would you rather him move the team to Jersey and still keep the Buffalo name?
I'd like them
Why
to
not?
stay here, you know.
The two teams in Jersey are New York teams.
You know, we're the only real New York team, so let's
That's
just
true.
stay where we
And
are.
that's what the guy said to me this morning.
You doing over there, Mrs. Joe?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Thank you.
It's about to get weird up in here. Oh, you ready? This is called Lately.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Lately I'm hating, I don't feel like saying that I'm just so tired of commiserating. And lately you're talking and I feel like walking for good. For good. Lately you're pissed that I don't give you kisses, and everyone's asking me how is the missus. And lately the right words I got off the missus. It's true. It's true. Lately, I don't think you get what I'm saying. My mind is a maze. It's crazy and tangent. Needs someone to turn to for a little direction. But who? But who? Lately, I lie in my bed wide awake, and your whining is giving me all these damn headaches. And it doesn't matter to me what the stakes are for you. For you, I won't move, 'cause I'm walking out the door. I can't go, 'cause 'cause I give a whole lot more. I want more, 'cause I'm walking out the door. Hate me or hating, and that's why I'm leaving you. Lately I'm thinking these thoughts in my head, that the passion we had for each other is dead. And lately I lie on my side of the bed all alone, all alone. Lately I'm wondering how I will move on. You don't deserve me, the passion is gone. It's only a matter of time. You tell me I'm wrong. I want more, 'cause I'm walking out the door. I just go, 'cause I give a whole lot more. I want more, 'cause I'm walking out the door. Lately you're hating, and that's why I'm leaving you. Cause I'm walking out the door. I just go, 'cause I gave a whole lot more. I want more, I'm walking out the door. I just go, 'cause I gave a whole lot more. Out the door. I just go, 'cause I gave a whole lot more. And I want more, 'cause I'm walking out the door. And I gave a whole lot more, and I keep going out the door.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Good job, boys.
You don't know. You never asked them the question.
I did not. No.
You did not.
The most important question of questions. Go ahead, my friend.
Okay. This is the question we ask every band that comes on the show. What is the capital of North Dakota?
Fargo.
Bismarck.
Bismarck!
Damn it!
Yes.
It's a winning streak, Noah.
Dougie had it.
It's a winning streak. Where's the Sharpie at? They gotta sign the wall now.
You should do the one where there's 4 state capitals that that start with the same letter as the state name. Out of all 50 states, you're going 4 of them.
We have enough trouble getting Bismarck out of people.
What are they? What are the 4?
That's not fair.
Honolulu, Hawaii.
That's not how it works.
That's not how any of this works.
If someone asks you if you can bum a cigarette, you ask them that question. If they can do it in under a minute, then you never have to bum a cigarette.
Wow, it's tough.
Should be free.
Will it matter if I take this thing off, really?
It's up to you. No, go for it.
As long as you can hear us all with it off.
You can hear
You should be fine.
your own vocals.
Yeah, I'll leave it on. I just can't dance around as much as I like to.
Take them off.
No, it's good.
Apologize. That was,
Does somebody have a chaosilator here?
Nah.
I only know what I need. I don't know much. I only know what I need. Oh, can't you see my baby? You're the one for me. I don't know why I do the things I do. I don't know why I do the things I do. Oh, I don't know, my baby. How about you? Maybe I don't see all the things you see. Maybe I don't see all the things you see. But if you think only, baby, you can set me free. Yeah, I don't see all the things you see. Maybe I don't see all the things you see. But if you think on me, baby, you can set me free. And if you think on me, baby, you can set me free. And if you think on me, baby, you can set me free.
Clap track. Beautiful work, gentlemen.
Little does the audience know we missed an entire portion of that song.
Did you really?
We did, but
We changed it.
who's counting?
We practiced it once a couple months.
Sounded good, man. You guys are jamming it out. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, what's on tap next?
Song called it's called Gentle Giant, just because when we played electric, the song has no meaning whatsoever, like none. when I do the effect is called Gentle Johnny. You won't hear it here. I'm playing acoustic. We are playing acoustic.
You could do the Kurt Cobain thing and hook up your pedals.
Great story.
Still
Howard.
called Unplugged.
Great story.
It's it's riveting. Riveting radio. Okay, let's go. Awesome. Damn it, Doug. To your city, show me all the things I need to see. It's you on my way on down. See you on my way back home. Teach me to be a hero. Show me all the things I need to see. It's you on my way on down. I'll pass you on my way back home. Send me a letter, I will send you a message on your phone. Send me an angel. I wanna do you understand? See all the things I need to know. See you on my way home down. See you on my way back home. Send me a letter, I will. Send you a message on your phone. Send me an angel. I wanna on my way on down. I'll pass you on my way back home. Send me a letter, I will. Send you a message on your phone. Send me an angel on a Thank you. Oh! Crappy story, fun song. Here you go.
Pretty sure I just broke the microphone somehow.
Doug, what have you done?
Doug actually sings this next song too.
Doug's destroying stuff in our
Perfect.
studio.
It's a real bummer.
The
Everyone's
song you
dying to
sing
hear
and
my
you
singing voice.
destroyed the microphone.
It's fantastic. But
Oh,
I just broke
Doug.
the mic, so we're done.
No, it's okay.
You know what? We're gonna leave that like that. Right
We'll slap a little duct tape on there. Be good to go. Good stuff, you guys. Our band of the week, Wrong Tree, rocking it out here in studio. Dougie,
Yes, sir.
you got a lead vocal for us in this one.
I actually don't. I actually don't know. That was a joke.
You know, I was looking for.
We like to draw listeners, not push them away.
I was.
Go like these guys on Facebook. I was like number 161 for you guys on Facebook.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Joe.
So go like these guys on Facebook. Facebook.com/wrongtree.
Actually, Doug sings "The Greatest Love in the World."
Was that a jab, Joe? I feel like that was a jab. 161.
No, I'm trying to get you.
That's a lot of people that
I'm
like
trying to
us.
get you
I
guys
mean,
some more likes.
Where are we? You know.
The whole 2 people that listen to this might go like you.
Good to be liked.
So I'm scrolling through my text, our group text, to find the set list, and all I scrolled through, we did like a professional wrestler requiem, and we just named like 5,000 professional wrestlers from the old WWF, and I still can't get to the goddamn set list.
We got.
I just keep scrolling through Bobby the Brain Heenan, Tito Santana, Hulk Hogan, Paul Orndorff.
What time do we have here?
They're speaking
Noah?
my language.
Where do we go, Noah?
got
Do we
two
go
more.
8 o'clock or do we push past 8? What do we do?
We are done at 8. So
Yeah, we got
jam
Better
for-
Days and Greg's.
Yeah, 2 more.
Let's do 2 more and
Two
let's
more
have
should
a
be good.
chat.
All right, sounds good.
To the edge of the light that you see. Don't tease, just please, and you'll succeed. Go around believing what you read. Make it love instead of hate, of which you feel. The thoughts in your mind, they reproduce after the time. It's like a snake trying to reach the sunshine. And these thoughts, they stay. They don't go away, no. And it's okay. You've seen better days. Who doesn't want to see better days? 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 home with a smile on your face, knowing the world's gonna be a better place. And we're not defined by time and space, and there's no way to win, cause there's no race. Full of thoughts every day, they multiply and get in the way. Where you going, what you do, what you say, and these thoughts they stay. They don't go away, and it's okay to see better days. Who doesn't want to see better days? Who doesn't want to see better days? Who doesn't want to see better days? Who wants to see better days? They don't go away, and it's okay to see better days, and these thoughts they stay, they don't go away, and it's okay. Seen better days.
Yeah, you. Wrong tree. Wrong tree.
Thank you.
Excellent work, gentlemen.
One more. Encore, if you will.
Encore it up.
Greg song?
Alright, this song's about my ex-brother-in-law. He's a great guy. His name's Greg. And he was...
This is about Greg.
Sick hockey player, by the way.
I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. This was in 2002, I believe. And he came down to live with me because he didn't really know what he was doing, and I was supposed to kind of help him get on track. Not a good idea, but this song is about that.
It's my girlfriend's favorite song.
But that's a whole different story. He's on his way, but he doesn't know where to go. He's on his way, but he doesn't know where to go. No rhyme, no reason for the choices that he makes. Needs
has no opinions for the chances that he takes. Help him find his way. 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 Can't help him find his way. 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 Can't help him find his way. 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 There's a light at the end of the tunnel he has to take. If he makes a wrong decision, it's a big mistake. There's a light at the end of the tunnel he has to take. If he makes a wrong decision. There's a light at the end of the tunnel he has to take. If he makes a wrong decision, big mistake. There's a light at the end of the tunnel he has to take. If he makes a wrong decision, it's a big mistake. There's a light at the end of the tunnel he has to take. If he makes a wrong decision, it's a big mistake. There's a light at the end of the tunnel he has to take. If he makes a wrong decision.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, guys.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Our band of the week, Wrong Tree, live in studio.
These guys are awesome.
Absolutely. Fantastic jam session there, gentlemen.
I love your band. You guys wail. You guys kick ass. You're double live gonzo, intensity in 10 cities, live at Budokan. You know, if you guys got a break, you could really make it.
Live at Budokai.
Okay, so
Now,
now
where's
we're
Wayne?
We're talking 90s movies now.
We're always
Hey,
talking
John,
90s movies.
I'm sorry, Bloodsport. If you haven't watched the entire Jean-Claude Van Damme catalog recently, you owe it to yourself.
All right, our band of the week, Wrong Tree. Find out more at facebook.com/wrongtree. Where can the folks see you live in the near future there, Doug?
It's a great question, Noah. Hollywood would be the better respondent to that question.
So July 17th, 18th. July 18th is a Friday. We're playing at the Bear and Bull Pub?
Bull and Bear.
Bull and Bear Pub.
Bull and
in
Bear.
Syracuse, New York. And then playing MSG after that, just a quick one. And then
August 29th at the Harp in Utica.
August 29th at the Harp in Utica. And then there's going to be a gig at the Boulder Coffee House on Park Ave in Rochester. We just haven't nailed down a
We're the
date.
proto house band at the Boulder Coffee.
Very
100
nice.
Alexander Street.
For sure. So just check the Facebook site out. You can check our SoundCloud site out at soundcloud.com/plexus989. Why the fuck is it that?
I have no idea why it's that. Actually, what I would do, if I were the casual listener, what I would do is I'd go to SoundCloud and I would search for Wrong Tree, which is the name of our band, and that will bring Wrong Tree up. Coming soon, Wrong Tree on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp is great.
Everything has something to do with video game hockey.
99 Sports.
Rando the Buck Commando.
Everything has to do with hockey.
Everything has to do with
Everything.
hockey.
We have just about run out of show, except for one last thing. Mr. Think So Joe, do you have it ready?
Yeah, I think I can help you out there.
Oh, boy.
Where's George to sing a song? You're going to have to do it.
That spread on this game day. We want strikeouts, it's double plays. Take a heel, hear the roar of the crowd. Come on, Marlins, make us proud. Come on, Marlins, make us proud.
If all those people that used to say that you sounded like Scott Stapp could see you now.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, every week we here on the Noah's Ark Show bring to you the Scott Stapp infection. We pour over the headlines, and in honor of Scott Stapp, we bring to you the dirtiest, disgusting, most tragic, most shameful kind of stories that we can find.
I've never been more excited in my life.
I know, this is exciting, right? And then we enter the winner into the Scott Stapp Championship, which is awarded in early August 8th this year, on Scott Stapp's birthday. In first place, just to keep you updated on where the brackets are right now, first place we have Mr. Andre Johnson, a.k.a. Christ Bearer, the man who cut his own dick off.
He's going to win, man.
And
He's going to win.
He jumped off of a second-story building, and he survived.
He was associated with Wu-Tang Clan, am I wrong?
He was associated with the Wu-Tang. That's right. That's right.
I don't know how you beat that.
Well, you cut your own
So
dick
far,
off.
nobody has.
Yeah, I really don't. That's
Nobody
for the
has
win.
yet?
That's for the win.
You cut your own dick off, that's a win. That's
Cut
a
your penis
championship
off,
right there.
You win a championship.
Although Bieber is making a serious attempt because he's trying to rack up points in more of a marathon than a sprint way.
He's not in the Stapp. Spoiler alert this week. He's not in the Stapp.
Oh, he should be. I heard a story about him earlier today.
Didn't see any good stories about him, so he's not in the Stapp this week.
All right. I thought
Chris
he was
Brown
the winner.
is. Chris Brown was close to resolving his assault case in a deal that would have kept him out of jail, but talks fell apart Wednesday when attorneys couldn't agree on what Brown would acknowledge happened during a scuffle that led to his arrest. He was arrested in October, charged with misdemeanor assault after a man accused the singer of hitting him when he tried to get in a photograph that Brown was taking with two women outside of a Washington hotel. At the time, Brown was on probation in California.
Don't be photobombing.
Brown was on probation in California for a 2009 attack on singer Rihanna, his then-girlfriend.
Can this guy win a Role Model of the Year award already?
Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, Chris Brown wants to make a run for the Infection Championship, but he just never does anything really, really great enough. The things he does are kind of sad and
He's just
tragic.
an all-around good dude, though. You know what I mean? From what I hear.
Yeah,
He's a great guy.
a guy you'd want to have a beer with.
Totally.
You want to go out with him on the town and do some lines, beat up some hookers.
Unless you're dating him,
You know,
then
set
I
a
feel like it
homeless
gets a
man
little
on fire.
sketchy. Yeah.
Tour buses belonging to summer tour mates Styx and Foreigner caught fire in Philadelphia where they were parked ahead of the band's performance in town on July 3rd. CBS reported that the flames ignited around noon while the vehicles were parked in a tour bus parking facility near Penn's Landing. The fire appeared to have started in one bus, the back of which was seen from helicopters above to be completely black with smoke and flames and spread to its neighbor, which also sustained damage. The fires were quickly extinguished by firefighters. Both buses were unoccupied at the time of the fires and no injuries reported.
Hey, you remember Foreigner? Oh, what a great band.
Lou Grammatico. Rochester
From
product.
Rochester, New York.
That's right. You know,
Lived in Penfield, actually.
I want to know what love is. I do.
It's a real jukebox hero right there.
Oh, baby.
Second hand guitar.
Listen to that synth.
It's going to take a little time. That's tremendous. A little time to think things over.
Joe, you're up.
I said I'll read between the lines. In case I need it.
Wow,
when I'm
Graham
older.
is deep.
You know, I used to sing in a heavy metal band, but it turns out that heavy metal can be really dangerous for your health, at least in some rare cases, following the news that a German heavy metal fan suffered bleeding in the brain after a night of headbanging at a Motorhead concert.
Oh.
The unnamed 50-year-old man was treated by doctors at Hanover Medical School after complaining of constant worsening headaches. According to reports, the patient had no history of head injuries or substance abuse problems, but told doctors that he'd been headbanging regularly for years, most recently at a Motorhead concert he attended with his son.
I've been headbanging for 13 years straight.
A scan revealed that the patient had suffered bleeding on the right side of his brain and needed keyhole surgery to drain the blood. A subsequent scan revealed that the man had a benign cyst, which may have made him more vulnerable to the injury.
No, it was the headbanging. I've had that before.
Well, no, we are not against headbanging, said Dr. Arian Parayas Islamian.
Alphabet, yeah.
One of the doctors who treated the patient. The risk of injury is very, very low, but I think if our patient had gone to a classical concert, this would not have happened.
God, that guy went to medical school. That was a great segue, by the way. That was
Yes.
tremendous.
Sometimes they just fall right into your lap.
Sometimes they do.
And sometimes they kill your mother.
Sometimes they do that too.
State appeals court has upheld the life sentence for a man who killed 2 Southern California women 3 decades ago, including the mother of guitarist Dave Navarro. City News Service says the Second District Court of Appeal upheld John Riccardi's sentence on Thursday. Riccardi was convicted of killing his estranged girlfriend Connie Navarro and her friend Sue Jory in 1983 at a West Los Angeles condominium.
Ooh.
Navarro's son, Dave Navarro, played with the Red Hot Chili Peppers in Jane's Addiction. He was 15 when his mother was killed.
I was just going to ask if it
So
was related
shocking
to Dave
that
Navarro.
Dave Navarro's dad was a weird guy. Shocking.
Dave Navarro maybe has daddy issues
I
a little
thought
bit.
Dave Navarro's dad would have been totally hinged. I was wrong.
Yeah. Turned out such a balanced,
Gotta be about Flavor
normal
Flav.
son.
Police have cited rapper Flava Flav over his annual 4th of July fireworks show outside of the Las Vegas show. The reality TV star has been accused of... The reality TV star, that's what they're describing him as now.
Yeah.
That's what he's famous for, I guess.
This is poor reporting, folks.
The reality TV star has been accused of setting off thousands of dollars worth of illegal fireworks at his holiday party since 2009. Police put a stop to Friday's show when neighbors called to complain shortly after it started.
Dynamite.
Lieutenant Ken Romaine tells the Las Vegas Review-Journal that officers confiscated over 100 pounds of the entertainer's remaining fireworks and issued him 2 fireworks-related citations.
Oh, come on. It's the 4th of July.
America.
I know, man.
Celebrate your country's independence by blowing up a small piece of it, right?
That's right. I was down at Chautauqua Lake for the old 4th of July holiday, and we set off all kinds of fireworks. You know, the police are out in the lake in the boats. They're watching. They're going, oh, that guy's not too bad. Yeah, he was okay. Oh, he spent some serious money in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd has confirmed that the band will release its first new album in 20 years.
All right, I've got to take issue with this story right away because it's not Pink Floyd without Roger. Again, Division Bell, momentary lapse of reason. It's not real Pink Floyd. It's the David Gilmour solo show.
Agreed.
It's bullshit.
Fair enough. George wasn't here to make that point this time. He was on the Sunday podcast, which has nothing to do with music, ranting about this Pink Floyd
That's
album.
right. That's
It's like
right.
Scott
George.
Styles taking credit for Teen Wolf.
That's right. George would be right on the same page with me. Like, you didn't invent surfing on top of the van. No, man. You know that Scott Howard originally came up with that. You tried to popularize it more.
Do you remember his girlfriend's name?
Boof.
Thank you.
Boof.
Nice call.
Oh,
nice
Boof.
call. She had a mullet.
She had
for
a
the record.
fantastic mullet.
For those watching at home.
So basically, you just described the album. I don't need to go any further with this story.
No, fuck that album. Fuck David Gilmour.
I think there will be delay on David Gilmour's guitar in this album. That's my prediction. Lots of it.
I think he'll probably play a lap steel, and they're gonna resurrect Rick Wright's keyboard from Beyond the Grave. So Rick Wright will be on the album, right? Did I get that right there, Joe?
Yes.
Oh, fuck that shit. Fuck it.
Fuck
you, Dave Gilmour, and your floating recording studio.
You heard the rumors that Axl Rose was retiring from music, right? You've heard those rumors?
Wait, that didn't already happen?
No, that did. I just saw them last year, and it was the best fucking concert I've ever been to. He doesn't need Top Hat McSellout, okay?
I know you're a big fan of the Axl there, Joe. but-
Dizzy Reed says, Guns are definitely taking some time off, but we'll see. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing anything else this year. Hopefully we will, but definitely next year. We can't stay away for too long.
Yeah, he'll be back.
How did that band not make it in their original lineup? I mean, how good were they?
Amazing.
That was the Rolling Stones of our generation.
Yeah.
Some would, I mean,
Couldn't
they're
hold it
incredible.
together, though.
Is there a better debut album than Appetite for Destruction?
No, and there's not a better selling debut album than Appetite for Destruction.
Couldn't hold it all
Now, speaking of album sales,
Heyo!
This is our winner this week.
Our winner.
Robin Thicke's bad run continues with the news that his latest album, Paula, has sold just 530 first-week copies in the United Kingdom.
Aww.
The album, which is named after his estranged wife, actress Paula Patton, entered the official UK album charts at number 200 and manages 2% of the sales of Thicke's previous album, Blurred Lines, reports The Guardian. In comparison, Blurred Lines sold over 25,000 first-week copies in the UK.
Proud of
and
those
topped the
units.
album charts.
Proud of those units. Proud of every all 530 units. Proud
Should
of
we
them.
start going with BitTorrent numbers at this point?
You might be right. The poor performance following the UK mirrors its tepid domestic sales, with 2013's Blurred Lines moved 177,000 first-week copies in the US and gave the artist his first number one on the Billboard 200 charts. Paula sold approximately 25,000 copies, which is what his first album sold in the UK.
Wow. And that's our winner?
That's our winner.
-4 points.
-4 points. He can't even get points on the staph infection.
No.
There's actually a guy that cut his penis off. If we can,
That's
go back.
right. This will
There's
actually
still
be
a clear front runner.
It's actually a
Circle
credit
back to
against
that.
anything he does in the future. It will be discounted against
Good luck
this win.
beating that guy.
Segue
folks.
to that, Joe.
Yeah. 874 points for Andre Johnson, our number one seed right now, and I do mean seed. I just hope he gets it reattached like John Bobbitt and then makes porno.
What was the drug? There was clearly a drug involved.
The drug?
Are we looking at PCP here? That's
The drug was penis hate. Clearly. He couldn't handle the own love of his penis. The wretched thing turned on him.
Hated it.
Had to get rid of it. Goodbye, penis.
He's doing the talk, except he doesn't have anything to talk. Goodbye, penis.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man.
On that note, hey-o! We will see you around, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back next week.
Right there above your kitchen sink. Maybe if I had a car, maybe if I had a job, maybe if I tried real hard, maybe if I wasn't a slob.
All right, next week we're back here live in studio with Mr. Boneless. They're going to be with us. I don't know about that. What do you guys think, Mr. Boneless? Would you prefer bone in or boneless?
Bone in.
No one wants to comment.
Bone
on it.
in.
Bone in. Bone in, right?
Are we playing Tony Hawk?
Yet they're boneless, so we'll see.
Good call.
We'll see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the Noah's Ark Show here on All WNY Radio. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Noah's Ark Show, facebook.com/All WNY Radio, or allwnyradio.com, of course, all the time. Call us anytime here at All Western New York Radio. Leave us a voicemail, 716-402-4218. That's our phone number. It's always here, 24 hours a day, 4.5 days a week.
I'm sorry, did we get 0 phone calls in this broadcast?
0 phone
We
calls.
did, as a matter of fact.
I'm disappointed.
But you get
in
to
all-
sign the wall like on the Sharpie. You get to
That's
sign the
right,
wall
sign
for
the wall.
getting Bismarck.
We try again next week. Until then, good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Have fun.
Good night.
Good night, folks.
Badass, man.